only you knew what was going on behind the scenes.
It's all right.
Hey, Michelle.
All right, girls. No, girl, let's be. It's all right.
It's all right.
Don't think I don't do it. Don't think I don't do it. Okay. Let's be clear. It's Sunday mornings. No, it's Sunday mornings. Be a trip. Let's be clear.
It's almost like the blind leading the blind. Girl, I'm sitting there looking at it like, come on, you got to work it out. You got to work it out.
Figure it out. Like when you said she wasn't hearing you, but then I was like, wait a minute, dude, I realized she pushed the wrong mic button.
I surely did. I pushed 5.
We are learning. Peace, everybody. Welcome to Let's Talk with Kesha and
Tej.
Yeah, say it like
I'm in the camera.
Come on, it's fine. Come here.
Oh my God.
Say hello.
I ain't got no lipstick on. Kesha, I don't get on Facebook with no lipstick on.
The lipstick.
I'm good. Hey, y'all.
A Michelle. This is A Michelle. Her show is called
Bumble Flavor Gospel.
On
Sunday mornings from 10 until 12 noon. And I am right now, if you know any local gospel artists who has their music, please have them send them to me in the MP3 format because I'm trying to, highlight our local artists. Wasn't anything.
What's the email address?
They can look on the website. They can send it through the website, or they can send it Baltimore Flavor Gospel 2018 at gmail.com.
There it is.
Baltimore Flavor Gospel 2018 at gmail.com. They can send me the email, send me the music, MP3 format now. Gotta be that, so we can play it here on the Worldwide Flavor Network.
Flavor. Thank you, A Michelle. Good evening, everybody. Thank you again for joining us. As you may or may not know, May is Lupus Awareness Month.
Yay!
And part of our mission is not only to entertain, but to bring resources and provide you with information you may or may not have. And lupus hit my life very, very suddenly, very recently. And I actually shared this on Facebook. It was scary. It came through like a tornado, and it kind of shook us up. But now we got control of it, and we're rolling with it. And we're going to talk about that today. Joining us is Miss Deja Gordon. Hello, Deja.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm good.
I'm good. So tell us, well, first, who are you to me?
I am the best niece in the world.
You weren't supposed to say best, but yes, you are. You are the best niece in the world. Deja was diagnosed. Well, no, I'll let you tell your story, honey. When were you diagnosed?
I was diagnosed in February of 2018 with cancer.
Okay.
That was just the end of a really bad struggle. We found that out.
Well, let's take a step back. Tell us a little bit about your struggle. What were you going through leading up to diagnosis?
Back in 2017, I started with a lot of iron deficiency, was getting really weak, muscles were tightening up. I was playing volleyball. I couldn't play volleyball anymore. I was getting bruising. We couldn't figure out what was going on. Went through a whole bunch of blood work, and then they found out I was anemic. So then I went in to do the iron transfusion so my iron levels could come back up. And then out of nowhere, I got what they called the stomach bug. And then they said I was just dehydrated and I just needed fluids. But that stomach bug turned into from a 2-day stomach bug to almost a week stomach bug to having to go back to the hospital for them to find out that something else was wrong. And I started having problems with my eye. And I had I forget exactly what it's called, but my eye started turning in really badly. Mm-hmm. And I basically had, my optical nerve was swollen. Mm-hmm. So I went to the regular eye doctor and they were like, you have to go to a neurosurgeon eye doctor and figure it out. And they basically said I need to go straight to the hospital and get a spinal tap and MRI and CAT scan to figure out what was going on. So once they did the spinal tap the first time, a normal pressure in your head should be about 25 and mine was like 40. So they had to drain that fluid off and then in the MRI CAT scans, they saw a whole bunch of blood clots in my head and in my neck, and I had really bad swollen lymph nodes. So then, fast forward, I was in the hospital for a week then. Then I went home on antibiotics to help with the blood clots and the infections, and the medicine to keep my pressure down in my head. And then I got the stomach bug again. We couldn't figure out where is this stomach bug coming from. So I went back and got CAT scans, MRIs again, and another spinal tap. That time the pressure was even higher. So then they did a bone marrow biopsy, they did a lymph node biopsy, and a whole bunch more blood work. And then the results of the biopsies were that I had it.
Did you you were losing your hair as well, right?
Yeah, and had alopecia, so that is that too.
So what is life for you now? What is a normal day for you?
A normal day is getting up in the morning and fighting with my body to actually get up out of bed, and having to push myself to do more and have to limit myself when I know I've done too much.
Do the doctors tell you they want you to keep moving around? Do they tell you to rest? Like, tell us what are the doctors telling you to do in order to keep yourself healthy?
The doctors are telling me to do as much as I can, but to listen to my body when my body tells me it's time to stop and sit down and relax and take care of me.
Oh, okay. Well, so Deja, you and I share quite a few things. We're not just twins and Virgos. We also have the same disease. And I remember when Pudding called me, and she was telling me about.
Hey, you sound real far away.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. So I remember when Pudding was calling me, and she was very frantic about what was happening. She herself was not aware, and it just kind of made me reflect on what I was going through when I first found out that I was diagnosed. And I don't know if you know this, but when Pudding was originally telling me everything that was happening to you, I kid you not, after I hung up the phone with her, I was just like, she's got lupus. Because it sounded almost similar to all the things that I was going through when I first, well, not when I was first, because my first diagnosis, I thought they was lying, and I kind of ignored them for a couple of years. But when it really hit me hard, all the things that I was going through, and when I would come and visit you, I would just, see you with a smile, on the days that you could smile, and I just saw you pushing through, and I must say you were, oh, I'm gonna choke on a piece of candy. You are much stronger than, well, you handle it a whole lot better than I did.
More than I did.
I actually hid my disease from my family when I first found out. And even the second time they diagnosed me. Just because I had family members that were already going through it, and I knew the stress that it would bring on my family. Because the whole having to rest when your body is telling you to resting, that's not so easy when you're a mom, let alone a teenager that wants to go out and hang out. I had to do certain things, so I just felt for you when I was, going to visit you, and I just was reflecting a lot on the things that I was going through, and I was just imagining it from your perspective, because as a young person, I don't know how I would have been able to deal with it that way. So I just want to commend you for just being a champ. You was a real champ, in and out from hospitals, and kudos to your mom too, because you could see it in her eyes that she was worried, but she was not trying to she wasn't trying to show no face. You know, she was a strong mom, and she was always there for you. So I just kudos to your support that you had, and you did a really good job not knocking it out, but dealing with the pressure of receiving such news,
Life altering news.
Yes, it's very life altering.
Yeah.
And still, you know, worry about getting your nails done. Remember we did that? I was like, oh, I like your nails. She was like, actually, they need to be done.
I would love to piggyback on that just for a second, because I share this with you, so you know it to be true, but I talk about Nicole all the time and the type of mother that she is. You know, I think that they're moms and then there are real mothers, and she is a real mother, and I always say that, and I say that. I hope she's listening. And Deja, you were stronger than I could ever fathom. Because I would leave out your room sometimes and break down myself. You know.
Yeah, I like I said, I hid it from my sisters. I hid it from my husband. I hid it from my children. I hid it from my mother. And these are all people that were very active in my life. So it was difficult. It was difficult for me because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how I was going to move forward. I had one of these, I'm never going to be able to do anything type of moments. And I can say that there was never a time where I came to visit you while you were in the hospital that you may have felt it, but you surely weren't wearing it on your face. You know, you really handled it like a champ. And you must get it from your mother, because your mother, she was also very strong, you know, powerful. He when he found out, finally when I told him, I mean, that man, he just broke down. He didn't know what to do. And he was very scared. So, and it's very scary because you can get sick like that, like it's nothing. And anything can trigger it off. So, you know.
Do you talk openly with your peers about you having lupus?
Yes, I actually just had a conversation, I think it was yesterday, with one of the girls I just started hanging out more with recently, because I was like, I don't feel a little bit good, so I'm going to hang back a little bit. And she was like, well, what's wrong? And I started explaining it to her, and she was like, well, I have people in my family who have lupus, and I have my support system out here. I think it was maybe the third or fourth week of school, when college first started, I had got sick and I had to actually go to the hospital. And this is me being on my own by myself, 3 hours away from my mom, getting a lupus flare-up out of nowhere and not knowing what to do. But all of my friends were there. I made sure I was like, well, let's call your mom on one phone, we're calling 911 on the other. I'm going to be there with you, make sure everything's okay. So I have a good support system where I'm able to talk about it and talk to them about it if something's wrong.
Yeah, that's really important, and I meant to ask you that before. Sometimes we don't want people to know what's going on in our lives, but with something like that, you need somebody to know so they know what to do and how to react. So if someone was listening who today just got a diagnosis and they're scared and they're confused, what advice would you be able to offer them?
I would just say take it one day at a time. Actually read about what you have and read up on everything that's going on with you. There's a lot of articles, there's a lot of support systems that are online that you can find. I actually found a couple pages on Instagram that I followed. They have quotes every day to help you keep pushing through, and there's quotes every day that help and facts to help you understand what's going on, because there is someone else out there going through everything that you're going through.
Do you ever reach out to anyone and ask questions?
I asked my family because,
right.
Tay has it and my aunt has it. So it's if there's a question, either one could answer for me.
So today's a good day?
It's a good day.
It's wonderful. You have any more questions for Deja?
I don't know.
Well, Miss Gordon, I really, really, really appreciate you taking time and opening up and letting people know your story. I can't tell you how proud I am of you. Being in school on your own for the first time, managing a new diagnosis and still doing well. It's phenomenal. And I'm very proud of you.
As am I. Not too much.
All right, well, we're going to talk to you again really, really, really soon. We're going to take a commercial and we'll be back in just a moment. Love you, Nisi.
Love you too.
Hey guys, that was my Deja. Don't stop telling the doctors. Just keep pushing through that most important thing. I'll mention that when we get back on air. Before, oh, I gotta cut this off. Can you cut the speaker down some so only you can hear it? Yeah, thank you. Facebook will shut us down when they hear music that we don't have license to, so I'm trying to avoid that. Don't stop telling the doctors what the symptoms are. Keep pushing that. It's the most important thing. Okay, Nick.
Oh yeah, you know mine was a bit different. I was very scared of it because of what I saw it do to my sister's mother. You know, I seen the traumatic weight change, fluctuations, they go big and small both. I seen her get her skin complexion change. I seen her not feel well. You know, she'll go from being okay. I remember she used to do my hair, and then I went to go get my hair done like a month later. She couldn't move her wrist. It was just like a dramatic a change in her that I saw, and I didn't want to go through that. I was very scared that, you know, that's going to be me. And in a lot of ways, yes, it did. It ended up becoming me. I started going through the same things. Right now, my joints, my son had to open up, he had to open up peanut butter, or was it jelly? He had to open up jelly the other day because I couldn't, and it felt like my whole wrist popped when I tried to open it. So, you know, just that whole taking it one day at a time, that's really the best you can do. But even that at times becomes trying, because that one day, like today was a very fulfilling day. Like I told you, you know, a couple of minutes ago, I don't get a break like that. My breaks are breastfeeding breaks, and let me see if I can fit this in here break. So to have that break to really just sit down and make sure I'm keeping everything together, which my principal would like me to do. I don't, just because it's so much. But it is vital for you to take those moments, especially if this is something that's new to you. You don't want to just act like you can just, I'll be okay. Because you'll end up walking in the street and then lose your vision. And I'm talking about crossing a heavy street. And you just
And it
lose your
happens
vision.
suddenly.
I was just out of nowhere. I'm walking home, and Adi was like maybe 2. She held in my hand, and everything just goes gray. And I was like, oh, I can't see. And I'm really using Adia, who's walking and can see, because she's kind of pulling my hand to guide me to get back onto the sidewalk. And it was very scary because we had 7 more blocks till we got to the house. And I had no cell phone. I kind of had to feel my way and ask people at each corner to cross me across the street because I can't see till I got home.
Wow. I don't know how much of that she went through. I mean, I remember her getting the stomach bugs and Nikki taking her back and forth to the doctors. Mm-hmm. But of course, the ins and outs, I wasn't there with her, so yeah. I don't know what her symptoms were, but it sounds similar to when I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. I was in the hospital. I had a complete meltdown. I don't want to take needles. I'm not taking no needles. I saw my mother take needles. I'm not doing that, but we have to do what's best for ourselves and keep ourselves healthy. And a lot, not speaking for lupus, but at least for type 2 diabetes, it is your lifestyle. You can control it with diet and exercise. You won't have to be a slave to medication. I'm going to call Pop. Thank you, everybody who's listening, who's coming in and out. We just finished talking to Deja about her experience with lupus. She lost her vision, weight loss, and hair loss. Yeah. We're getting ready to speak with Nathan Pop Thomas, who is a dope individual. I'm really upset. This is my first time really talking to him, but I'm excited.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? can hear you. Can you hear me? Okay, great. Can you hold on for just a second? Two.
Peace, family. Welcome back to Let's Talk with Puddin'. With Kesha and Tay. Well, our next guest is, I was just saying this. He is such a dope individual. All that he's doing in our community, and it's been a while, and I've been wanting to talk to him, so I'm really, really excited that we got him. Please welcome Nathan Pop Thomas. What's up, Pop?
What's happening? How are you?
I'm excellent, sir. How are you? How was your day?
I mean, my day was wonderful. Any day above ground and not behind prison walls is a great day for me.
Look, that's a great segue to start. That's a great segue to start. When I became familiar with you was a couple of years back when Ooh passed. And, there were a lot of tributes, and you were doing things with 300 men. And when we became Facebook friends, a lot of your things were thug recovery and giving back what you've taken. Can you talk a little bit about that?
So, I came up with the term thug recovery because I spent a number of years out there destroying community. And it's kind of a lifestyle that is attached to, selling drugs that I did to provide for my family. And so when I decided to, I made a conscious decision to, change that lifestyle, and be a productive citizen. I kept hearing the term, like,
Pop?
Pop, you there?
He's still online. I think it's his end.
His phone.
There you go. I can
You
hear you
there?
now. You there?
Nathan? All right, you good?
Yeah, I can
Yes.
hear you. Yeah, can you hear me?
hello?
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you again for some reason. Let me see what's going on.
Okay, can you hear us good now?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you now.
Yeah, so, did you hear anything that I said about thug recovery and all that?
No, not totally. Would you mind starting over?
Sure. So back in the day, I used to sell drugs to provide for my family. And then eventually I made a conscious decision, to stop living that lifestyle. But it wasn't as easy as I thought it would be. It was just that lifestyle was just as addictive as drugs was. So I came up with the term thug recovery versus drug recovery. And it's not just anything, it's nothing I do, it's more like a lifestyle for me. And it's my purpose. It's to give back what I took.
As I was doing a little research on you, there's so many things that you're doing. It would probably take us 3 shows to get into everything. But I just I just want to name a couple of things and have you talk a little bit about it. One thing in particular is the job advocate. You started
Job advocate?
Yes.
Okay, so I started a job advocate after I was an AmeriCorps member doing working at community mediation, but definitely not working when I was a paid volunteer at community mediation when I ran a reentry program for inmates and their loved ones on the outside. And I did that for 2 years. And I wound up looking for a job. And then, once I kind of found the niche on how to find a job, I said, why not share that with people versus just keep that to myself?
Right.
So I started a job advocate page. And that was back in, 2011, 2012, something around there.
Okay.
But since then, I mean, it's been crazy. I mean, like I've helped countless people find jobs, and it wasn't just a matter. It was just a matter of sharing information that I had, that I'm privy to.
One of the things that I believe is close to your heart is the expungement clinic and the expungement expansion. I noticed that you went to Annapolis to talk to them about the Senate Bill 833. How did that turn out?
Oh, so I actually got a text message from one of the sponsors of the expansion bill, Councilman Nick Mosby, and he told me that not only was a lot of the bill going to be passed, but he said it was due to partially because of my testimony, and he said it was the most compelling, like the most compelling testimony that he's heard in years. Because a lot of people will come in speaking in Annapolis and in the House, and do those sorts of things. They are convicted felons like myself, So I guess that everybody there didn't. I guess they haven't heard the story as raw and as real as the one that I gave them. But it was definitely great progress in the right direction.
Right.
Of course, there's a lot more work to do. I'll be there again next year.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Are you writing a book, or is that word on the street?
I have several opportunities to write a book, but I'm just right now I can't do it just simply because it doesn't make logical sense. I have 2 jobs and I run a nonprofit band as well, so I'm actually about to go back to school as well. So yeah, it's not happening just yet. But,
Do you have time to rest? Do you have time to rest?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do. So pretty much between
He said yes,
I get off of that afternoon. I just sit back and watch TV and I doze off every single day. Do a little workout or whatever. But yeah, I do have time to rest. Although I did develop sleep disorder.
You developed sleep disorder?
I'm sorry?
You say you developed sleep disorder?
Yeah. I guess this whole work on myself.
And how are you dealing with that now?
I mean, I'm good. If my doctor didn't tell me I had it, I wouldn't believe that I had it. I woke up,
Back to the wellness.
4 or 5 hours of sleep. I've been doing that for who knows how long. At least 15 years I've been doing it. So.
Wow.
Oh well, yeah, that's why you have sleep.
My doctor's saying about it.
Well, let's talk a little bit about Band of Brothers. I know you guys do a lot of work in the community together, but the one thing that kind of caught my eye is how you guys are wrapping your arms around the squeegee young men and women.
Yeah,
Did you want to talk a little bit about that? There's been a lot of negative talk about the squeegee young men and women. What are you guys doing to help them?
Well, first and foremost, I would say to the people who don't like the squeegee guys or the squeegee entrepreneurs. One thing I'd like to say is that those same folk who don't like that they're out here trying to make an honest dollar, in some cases, for some of them, it's either that or they could be going in those same people's pockets to make a living. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I think that we need to be grateful to these young brothers out here and these young sisters out here trying to make an honest dollar. I don't like the negative attachments that come with it because while I know that that there may be a few guys who are misguided or people who need lessons on business etiquette, but the vast majority of these our young people are just good kids trying to make an honest dollar. So we decided to take action. That's actually how we were born, Banner Bros. Is that it's this thing where people talk. Facebook, social media has people talking more than they are doing.
Right.
So we saw that as our opportunity. Okay, we need to get out here and do something for these young people. So that's what we decided to do. It's is to take some action. You know what I'm saying? And let them know that everybody's not against them. We support them wholeheartedly. But we have a couple of things planned for them. You know, we don't just give them, you know, supplies and, you know, the T-shirts. We also give them job resources and all sorts of things. But the main thing is love. They need to know that they are loved.
That's it. And more than anything, especially in these days and times, we just need to get out into the community and talk to them. I did some outreach with one of the organizations here in Baltimore recently, and when I got out the car, I was a little taken back because we were in the hood. You know, I was really taken back. But once we got out there and we started talking to them, they were so receptive. They wanted to talk. They wanted you to listen to them. So that's great. All right, so let's talk a little bit about Family Fest, the Family Festival on May 11th.
Yes. Oh boy. So this is going to be a huge event. We somehow were lucky enough to partner with the Baltimore City Public School System.
Oh, nice.
They actually reached out to us because of the work that we've been doing. We're partnered with Black Fathers. We're partnered with Shelley's Healthy Hands, as well as Above It All. And we are having basically it's a full day, although it's only 12 to 3. But it's this family fun activities. There'll be moon bounces, a bunch of interactive games and things for parents and children. There'll be also you know, some live characters there and photo shoots. A couple of news stations are coming. It's going to be a huge event, free food, live DJ on set.
Where is it going to be located?
I'm sorry?
Where is it going to be located?
It's going to be located at 638 North Gilmore. And we also going to have that lot over there near, it's not called Hall Park anymore, but that's where we're going to also be as well.
Can you give me that address one more time? Give me that address one more time.
It's 638 North Gilmore.
Gilmore, okay.
Yeah, 638 North Gilmore. You can, there's an event page. And we also have, you know, the Band of Brothers. Also, by the way, a lot of people think that we're called Band of Brothers, as in common spelling. But Brothers is actually an acronym. And it's BROVAC. And the B stands for Black Men Being Accountable. R stands for Reverse Stereotype. The O stands for Owning Our Destiny. The V stands for Vigilant in Our Fight. The A stands for Accepting Our Leadership Roles. And the Z stands for Zero Tolerance for Injustice. So it's brothers.
Nice.
Pop, do me a favor, please. When we hang up today, can you email that, fax that to me? Can you fax that to me, what Brothers stands for?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I need to do it.
So you can send it to you via text or...
Yeah, absolutely.
You said fax.
Yes.
I said fax.
You said fax. This is
I'm still on.
1992.
Look, I'm still on work mode. I have people faxing in documents. My apologies. You can text it to me.
1992. I was like, fax. You and me both. I was like, fax. Who still faxes?
Listen. One last thing before I let you go. This was so huge to me, knowing some of your background. The fact that you have been inducted into the Carver Alumni Hall of Fame. How dope is that? Congratulations.
If you had any idea how mind-boggling that was, because when I played football at Carver, you would have thought that I would have gotten it because of my, because I was a middle linebacker up there, and I was like all state. I'd broken a lot of records, so you would have thought it was because of that. So my mom was wrong because I got it for the few years that I started giving back to the community. But also, my mom and my dad walked those halls, so it was especially personal to me that I actually had a chance to be memorialized, and it was always, forever, basically. So the same hallways that my parents walked. So honor is not a strong enough word.
Well, I definitely see what you out there doing. It is my honor. I am so happy that you joined us today. Continue doing what you're doing. Anytime you want to come up, you got something you want to promote, the door is always open to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Pop, thank you. You be safe out there.
All right, absolutely. Y'all do the same thing.
All right.
Peace and power.
All right,
Peace and
peace.
power.
Nathan Pop Thomas. I mean, I guess because I have a familiarity. Thank you. I have a hard time pronouncing that word. With him, I was a little bit more giddy, but he's doing so much in our community, and that didn't even scratch the surface. And I like to see and to know where he's come from. He did a stint. He was out there doing his thing. He said it. And then to come back and he's working with the homeless. We didn't even touch that. It's amazing. And everybody can do something. You don't have to do it on the scale that he's doing. Everybody can do something. Come outside of your house and just talk to the young men and women on the street. If you're able to offer them a job or have them cut your grass or whatever it is, offer that to them. Sometimes they need that extra push. All you have to do is just hold your arms out and love them. I know from where I come from, we grew up in the projects in New York, and everybody took care of everybody. There was no, this is my child, don't talk to my child. And I know you hear that sometimes, but for me to have lived it and see where we are now is disheartening. My husband was telling me a story. He works in a local supermarket, and one of the children was sitting on the rail where the meat is. And he said to the child, you shouldn't sit there. And mom said, don't you see me standing here, talk to me. Okay, I kind of get it, but I kind of don't, because you saw your child sitting there. Why didn't you address them? But in my day, that was not, listen, that person could snatch you down and say, get your tail down, and your mom is going to pop you or whatever, to correct you.
But we also weren't on meat rails.
Yeah,
we also didn't behave ourselves. We knew better. I mean, my mother, my aunt, especially my grandmother. Let me even look like I'm about to say something wrong. My grandmother would, set me right. So there's a difference between then and now. There's a disconnect between our generation and the younger generation. They don't want to adhere to what it is that we have to say. They feel like they know it better or they can do it better. And that may be. However, what is that saying? The master has failed way more times than the student. So yes. I have experience, so I know what doesn't work. You know what I mean? Even if I haven't found out what does work, I know what doesn't work, and it's right here. This ain't it, Chief. So it's really hard when you have that disconnect, because it's a community thing, and when you have the whole "don't talk to my child," I can see if you are over here trying to, come on, kid, come get a lollipop, come get some chocolate over here, and hop in my shopping cart while we jet out the store. That's totally different than, you're gonna hurt yourself. You should get down, and you're gonna damage the property that your parents are not going to pay for.
Yeah. So
the respect has certainly decreased.
But even going back to community, I wouldn't even say activism. Let's throw that word out for a minute. Just community participation. There are community meetings in almost every community. How many of them do you go to? Do you know who your council people are? You know what I mean? Do you know the business owners? Not just to go in and buy your hair products or get your nails done. Do you actually know the people that own the businesses in the community? A lot of that is important, and we have to change. We have to change the way we think. We have to change the way we act, and the children will follow.
Yes.
Yes,
I agree.
Let me say this, and this is just take it for what it is. Black men, we need you. And there's so many of you right here in this city who are standing up and doing the darn thing. And I'm so proud of you. And I thank you for what you're doing. I thank you for your commitment. And just keep pushing on. Just keep pushing on. Are we listening to music? What are we doing?
No, we're not listening to music. We're conversing.
We're conversing. Let's converse a little more.
So the other day I went to the grocery store and they did not have grape juice. I'm one of these people that are big on, I want what I want from the stores that are around me. And if you don't have what I want, you're going to get it because I'm going to come harass you. If you're in the neighborhood that I live in and I am a customer of yours, you should be providing me with the things that I need. Not the things that you want to provide or the things that you feel that I'll settle for. You should be providing the things that I would like to have.
But you're just one person. I'm going to put it in my store with
one
sales.
person makes a big difference.
I'm going to go get a case of grape juice because you want grape juice and no one else is drinking it.
Because I'm going to come to you quite often to buy my grape juice. But I can't come to you if you don't have what I want. And I'm not going to settle for grape drink. I don't drink that. I'll drink some grape juice, but I don't settle for grape drink. So if you can't have that, I won't be a customer of yours. Meaning you will not get any revenue from over here, and that's that. And we fail to realize as a community that if we urge to those that are the store owners and the restaurants and the CVS's and, well, not CVS's, I don't think they would actually adhere to anything. They just kind of do what they want to do. But the local pharmacies. This is, hey, I don't use latex. I need another kind of Band-Aid. They're supposed to aid to your need. That's what they're there for. Originally, we talked about this the other day. You didn't have to go to the Walmart all the way out in Arbutus because there was the one right there in your community. It was there so that you didn't have to go anywhere. You can just get what you need to get. And if you're going to be in my neighborhood, you should have the things that I need. I shouldn't have to go out West Bubble Flow just to get something that I can just go right down the block for.
What happened when you told them you wanted grape juice in particular? Did you ask them to order it for you?
Yeah, I mean, because it was 3 days that I came in there, and I was just like, "Where's the grape juice?"
With that attitude.
With that attitude, because I'm tired now. I done walked over here 3 times, and y'all still don't have no grape juice. I done asked you the other day, you don't have it. He said,
so what happened?
Tomorrow. I said, I'm not coming tomorrow.
So you go back 3 days. He tells you he's going to order it, and then you don't want it.
He tells me tomorrow, and I said, no, I don't want it tomorrow. I want it today. And then when I went yesterday, they had grape juice.
When I tell you this woman is spoiled, and this is just you're getting a small piece
I didn't spoil
of her
myself.
spoiltivity.
I didn't spoil myself. Okay, let's make that.
Grape juice is really good. Straight no chaser. That's why you needed the grape juice. You needed a chaser. Forgive me. My goodness, you needed the chaser. So we were talking about this. I said I didn't want to do a gossip thing because I don't like to gossip, but it's not gossip if it's true.
Is it?
If it's true, it's not gossip.
It still is because you're still spreading news of someone else's business.
Well, no, they had an interview, so they're spreading their own business.
Rumors and rumors. But gossip is when you are giving out information of someone else.
I don't believe that.
Okay.
I think gossip.
Okay.
I don't believe that. I think gossip is when you're spreading what you think to be facts. I think when you're talking facts, it can't be gossip.
Oh, you gossiping, you're talking about it. That's what gossiping is. You're just talking about it.
I need a Webster's dictionary. Someone give me a dictionary.
They don't have Webster's anymore, okay? Webster has been booted out by Google. Let's make that quite clear.
Okay, this is really funny. I have a dictionary, a thesaurus, and I can't think what the third book is right now, but it was a set that I purchased, right?
You don't look at either one of them.
No, I pulled down the dictionary yesterday. I pulled it down. Those pages were so yellow. I was thoroughly embarrassed. But I don't use the dictionary anymore.
No
Everything's
oxygen.
on my phone.
Your paper's not getting any oxygen. That's what that means.
I understand.
That means you have not opened the book.
The dictionary. I read my books. Some of them. I feel away right now.
Don't. Some type of way.
When's the last time you opened a dictionary? Anyone. When is the last time you opened a dictionary, looked up a word, and read the definition? Question.
Looked up the word, not went on Google, because it's actually not even called Googling something because it's not a verb.
I open up the dictionary, look up the word, find the word, and read the definition. When there are people on live right now, when is the last time somebody opened a dictionary?
I know when the last time it was I opened up the dictionary.
When was that?
About 2 weeks ago.
Truth.
Truth.
For what?
The word was ambidextrous.
Using both hands.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know how to spell it. So I was like,
Look,
Aminette was looking at me like, why don't you just look it up like you tell us? And I was like, got you. Now I got my handy dandy. Somehow I just had it on the side of me. I was like, my handy dandy dictionary, and I looked it up. Don't ask me how to spell it though.
I was gonna say, did you learn the lesson? Did
I learn the lesson?
Did you learn how to spell?
No.
Okay.
I did not. I did not. I think it's B.I.
No, don't.
No.
Don't.
All right, I won't do it.
Don't do it.
I won't do it.
Oh man, this has been a great show. We had Deja on talking about her experiences with lupus. Tedra shared some of her experiences. Nathan Thomas and I don't even know which organization to put him with because he's with so many organizations.
Just everything.
But he's doing so many good things in the community. So thank you, Deja. Thank you, Nathan. And we're just trying to continue to bring you resources and entertainment and laughter. We need more laughter.
I think laughter will heal all things.
And love.
Laughter and love.
Laughter and love.
Laughter and love.
Yeah. No matter what you do, laugh.
And then love. And then love that you're laughing, even if you have a weird laugh like mine. I used to laugh like a villain.
You used to?
Oh, it has changed.
You used to?
I don't have the Joker smile anymore.
That depends.
What do you mean?
Because if you're giving a genuine smile, then it's not the Joker smile. But when you're being devious and you smile, you look just like Jack Nicholson. Wasn't that who played the Joker? Wasn't it Jack Nicholson?
Yes. That was actually one of my favorite Jokers.
Who else played Joker?
What's his name? I was gonna say Keith Hathaway. Who is that? I don't even know who that. That's like a woman and a man mixed together. It's two different people.
I don't know. See, I'm not good
Heath
with that.
Ledger. I don't know why I was saying
passed
Keith.
away, right?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He played a really good Joker.
Not as good as Jack.
I don't know. I mean, Jack had it down, but I almost believe that this man really was a psychopath. Outside of playing a psychopath.
Are you into Marvel movies?
Yes.
What's this last one, the Endgame?
Yes.
Did you go see it?
I saw. Yes.
You did?
I did.
3 hours.
It was good.
Was it good? Did you cry?
I did not.
Okay.
I mean, although spoiler alert.
No, we're not doing that. Oh no, it's been long enough.
Spoiler alert.
Okay, go ahead.
I did not cry when Iron Man died. I was sad.
Wait a minute, you're not supposed to tell me that.
That was a spoiler alert.
I don't like it.
So for all of those that she said, OMG. Okay. Well. Sorry. But I love me some Iron Man. I always thought he was a Virgo because he just felt like one. He's actually an Aries.
How do you know that?
You just asked me if I was into Marvel.
But I mean, they're zodiac signs.
Yeah, I mean, because you get in depth with who they are and their birth date and things like that. And sometimes, though, I mean, some of Marvel.
Hey, Miss Stewart. Sorry.
Ah,
go ahead.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes.
So yeah, like you get in depth with their character. And you learn many things about them. Like Batman is not a Virgo. He's a Gemini.
I don't even know how to answer. I don't even know how to respond to that. Like, that's just, I don't know. Like, I remember watching movies. I never remember them discussing their birth dates.
Well, you also didn't read the comics. I read the comic books.
Okay, so it's coming from the comic books.
Comic books and the storyline and like that. So, yeah. So, Iron Man dies, and the world moves on.
Jeez, I'm glad I'm not a huge fan. When we start getting this hate mail, I'm gonna forward it right to you.
No, you're not late. You're not late. You on time. You on time. Okay.
Look, my cousin said, I'm glad I saw it. I know Michelle.
I'm glad you saw it too.
Speedy recovery to you, Michelle. She just had surgery. I love you. Speedy recovery.
Speedy recovery.
What are you doing later on this evening?
I'm gonna go home and make some of those cookies.
Can you make some of them chocolate chip, please?
I cannot. You wanna know why? I don't have any chocolate chips.
You always have chocolate chips.
I
in
do
your
not.
house.
I cannot take myself and pieces of it and dip it in a cookie. Okay?
I don't want that.
That's
I don't want that.
that's not how it works.
That sounds bitter.
It,
Anywho, peace to the world, Earthlings. Earthlings. How was your day, guys? Let's talk. Come on, talk to me. Facebook. If you're listening, where's the phone? We have the phone number. 240.
if you would like to call in, the number is 240-324-9069. Once again, that number is 240-324-9069.
We have a few minutes, and we would love to hear your questions, comments, thoughts. Just give it to us. Somebody call me.
Somebody, you sound like the.
Oh, wait, here we go. I'll be waiting.
All right, now you sound like the call girl.
Look, I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
I don't know what else. Oh, this trip. You guys are taking the kids on a school trip?
Okay, sure. Yes.
We don't want to talk work.
Yes. We're going to University of Eastern Shore tomorrow. I'm taking children on a college tour. And by my children, I do mean all 50.
Wow.
Well, it's actually not all 50. It's like 75 of them, but I'm only taking 50. And we'll be going on a tour.
A 3-hour tour?
It's a 2-hour drive there and a 2-hour drive back. But the tour is, yes, 3 hours.
I thought, well, color me crazy. It's been a long time since I've been in school. But I thought college tours start in middle school.
No, actually, college tours can start as early as kindergarten. I mean, preparing a child's mind to for elevation, you start that as early as you want. You have some children who enter college at the age of 7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's no such thing as starting. That's too early. Getting them engaged and looking forward to having a certain kind of lifestyle to educate themselves and have better. I don't think there should be any restriction on when you should be able to go. Now, they do have like certain college tours you will not be able to attend because of the culture. But most of them, they have like the University of Eastern Shore, they have a Weehawks Day. Howard, they had families. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I took Amina and she was in 3rd grade. And we went on that tour and they showed us about the campus. We did a game. They fed us. We got to meet professors, different students that were doing different subjects. It was actually pretty cool. And although she's not going to Howard, it made her, look towards attending a school similar to Howard.
That's pretty nice. I just didn't realize that they open it up to children that young. I think they should be exposed to it, definitely. I just didn't know that was something that actually happened.
Yeah.
We have some pretty good schools right here in Maryland. So,
Yes.
I mean, my choice for her to stay close, but we all know she's probably going to go to school, and
I can do it with Virginia.
I think she's going further than Virginia.
We'll find out.
We'll find out soon.
Stay
Absolutely.
tuned to find out how far away my daughter is moving.
She's taking me with her. But anywho, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a great, great show. I really appreciate everyone listening. Thanks again to Deja and Nathan. This is another show in the books.
It's another show in the books.
Thanks for listening. We'll leave you as we came. Spread love. Teach peace. Be kind to yourself and others. Peace. Thank you guys for listening. Much appreciated. Later.